My friends, BAP isn't stupid, right? BAP isn't stupid. You'd have to be gullible to believe Neymar is going to Flamengo, especially at his age, right, guys? For a player who only gets injured, who only cares about Kings League, you might like Neymar just like I do, but Neymar is done, guys, for God's sake. For a top team, man, keep in mind at least the draw and the penalties against Paris Saint-Germain in the Club World Cup final. Let this be a lesson, Flamengo fan. And for those wanting Neymar at Flamengo, do you really think Flamengo matches Paris Saint-Germain's level? Flamengo tied with the best team in the world and Neymar doesn't play anymore. In top European teams, Flamengo is today a top team in world football. Neymar can't play for Flamengo, so that guy Filipe is going to come, right? To say that he plays really well and whatever, and to ask for Neymar to play for Flamengo or Vasco or wherever, to praise Neymar and whatever, man, you can like Neymar. Neymar really was a star and played a lot. He played a lot. There are some guys who still defend him to this day, which I can't understand, man. I just can't understand. Got it. He has some flashes. They'll end up comparing Neymar to Arrascaeta like Filipe did. It's surreal and embarrassing. You can like the guy like Gabigol, for example. I even said, look, if he wanted to come back to Flamengo with a low salary, I would accept it. Today, I don't even know if I would accept you. I don't even know if I would accept. That's the truth. When I said it the other day, I think I was wrong. Because he's not at the level of Flamengo's squad. Like some players, Flamengo must negotiate since they're not up to the squad's level. It's that simple. So we decided to investigate since the journalist Matheus Moreto brought the information. He, who's a partner of Fabrizio Romano, brings information together with Fabrizio Romano. Since he brought this information, I decided to investigate. I just want to remind you that you can lose weight. Just like I went from 74 to 75 kilos, you can lose weight with the Mais Slim program from Mais Cabelo. Is amazing. Mais Cabelo is everywhere in Brazil, in every city. There's a Mais Cabelo nearby, so you can start your treatment now. Hair control prevents hair loss, okay? If you do it at Mais Cabelo, because at many other companies you go to, you'll have hair loss, but with Mais Cabelo, you won't have hair loss. Besides that, they have all kinds of hair treatments, man. Look for the nearest Mais Cabelo right now. Scan the QR code with your phone for many promotions. You can also secure it using the QR code, which I'll leave here. During the video, you can secure your Million Picks Benefits Club. You can exchange it for points, prizes, products, and besides that, you get a chance to win some money right away because you have the chance. Scratch lucky numbers for a chance to win up to 100,000 raise instantly with Picks. On the 31st, the Million Picks New Year's offers 1 million raise prizes, and on January 2nd, there's a 2 million raise prize. So all this is available to you in a benefits club that also lets you compete, right? Spectacular prizes. I'll leave the QR code on the screen while I talk to you so you don't waste any time, okay? So look, the complete information here is as follows. Journalist Matheus Moreto from Marca newspaper, who works in partnership with Fabrizio Romano, reported that Flamengo might be entering a possible race to sign Neymar. In our article, the Paparazzo Rubro-Negro team shared what we discovered with a source connected to Flamengo's board who made a point of saying the following, open quotes, "There is no movement for Neymar at Flamengo. Internally in football, you can totally rule it out." And the person continued closing, "This subject has nothing to it. It doesn't exist." Okay, so they made up this story, guys. The journalist from abroad brought it up, and now everyone is talking about it. But when we bring it up, we already show the snake. We kill the snake and show the proof, right? We kill the snake and show the snake, the proof anyway. So look, people are saying here, he should come be happy at Mengao. Mila Perry. When you are in a stadium or when you become two-time world champions, who knows, maybe that's right. They really make fun of it. You saw it, or maybe you didn't see it. What's it called? Rafael Sobre saying right about how jealous you all are, right? He's jealous too, and so are you all. You didn't notice, did you, dear? When you have 0 relegations, then you can join the conversation. Even she laughed. Haha, good, that's how I like it, okay? People are making fun. Look, another museum. Which of these world titles have you seen? They're making fun of the guys, right? So that's good. Look at everyone sending messages. It's a good thing Neymar isn't coming. People are commenting here. If it were based on his soccer skills, it would be good. Man, with his soccer skills, he'd earn little, right? With the soccer we're playing now, he'd earn little. Andrew said, let's see Neymar at Mengão. There are so many fans who want Neymar at Flamengo. Comment here on YouTube, Facebook, and our social media. Lots of fans want to see Neymar. Look, Flavinik sent here, hey, come be happy at Mengão. Guilherme sent it too. He would be a great backup off the field for the club's marketing. It would boost, it would increase a lot. Yeah. Then Costa Juninho as a backup. How can someone write something so silly, guys? Are people fighting in the comments, guys? Are people fighting in the comments? But the truth is that there's a division. Many people think that Neymar could still come to Flamengo, okay? Filipe Pratagois said, God forbid that happens. It's V-Team YJ, him playing together with Rasqueta, Palminhas, and Foguinho. That would be amazing, right? He put the emojis. Here it's V-Team RJ, he said. I only support it in 2026 for free. I doubt it, right? I doubt it. If he gets the medical department's approval, just come. Edson Silvestre sent it. It's Matos, Elisa, it's Elisa. No, for God's sake. Luis McLeod is going to split the team. There's that too, right? This party stuff and everything else is splitting the team. It's a complicated situation, right? So people are reacting, but that's our news. Flamengo wouldn't be, okay? That news was dismissed by a source close to the board. They said there's nothing about Flamengo trying to sign Neymar, okay? Despite the big news they released in Europe, there's nothing about Neymar at Flamengo. Yeah, look, just bringing some important information here. It's Flamengo's internal assessment. The club already has plenty of defensive midfielders. The coaching staff is not considering signing another midfielder at this moment, right? So they were happy with De La Cruz's performance in the game yesterday, right? He came on in the second half against Paris Saint-Germain. They liked Saul coming on as well. And they also understand that with Jorginho, Saul, De La Cruz, and Pulgar, Flamengo is well covered. And I agree, Flamengo is very well covered. But I would keep Everton Araujo, okay? I would keep him. I wouldn't sell Everton Araujo. Info from Pablo Rafael, that's all. The coaching staff isn't looking to sign another midfielder as Jorginho, Saul, Pulgar, Nico, and Everton all had good seasons. Araujo and Allen when he was called upon, but Allen, no, I disagree, Allen, I disagree, okay? I think Allen, you can negotiate and then bring in a replacement for Allen or give a chance to a youngster from the academy. Okay, so look, Flamengo's under-20 team has returned and started training with an eye on the 2026 Carioca Championship. Okay? Yeah, they're reporting back, so okay? It takes place in 2 sessions, starting today, the first workday. The under-20 team will handle the early rounds of the state championship. Most of the players taking part in this preparation were on the field for the 3-3 draw with Mirassol, when the team put on a great performance. Okay, so these guys here, look, these guys who are still going to shine a lot for Mengão, right? Iago and company, right? The boys are getting ready, already looking ahead to the Carioca Championship. Look, we have here also some important information, okay? It's regarding the matter of victories, right? There was a lot of talk. Flamengo has the same number of victories as Paris Saint-Germain up until the match against Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain will win and have the most victories this season. On the planet, both of them arrived with 49 victories each, okay? The year 2025 was remarkable for Flamengo and Paris Saint-Germain. Their seasons differ, but we're discussing the 2025 calendar year, okay? Both teams ended the season with a total of 6 trophies won. Flamengo, led by Filipe Luis, won the Campeonato Carioca, Supercopa, Brasileiro, Libertadores, Derby of the Americas, and Chinese Challenger Cup. Meanwhile, the Parisian team won the French Super Cup, French Championship, French Cup, UEFA Champions League, European Super Cup, and also the Intercontinental. The key titles, obviously. Additionally, Flamengo and Paris Saint-Germain finished the year tied with 49 wins each after drawing in regular time. In 2025, because it was a draw in extra time and a win on penalties doesn't count as a win, it's considered a draw on the record. The game was a draw, the teams tied in the final, and in the penalty shootout, Flamengo lost, but the game was considered a draw. That's right, we had Pedro regretting the runner-up finish at the World Cup. Listen to Pedro's account. A painful defeat, losing after so much effort, dedication, and playing like Flamengo hurts. We gave our all on the field today, and throughout the season, we fought for every inch of the field, but it wasn't enough. I'm proud of the game we played and the team's work. We will stay strong and convinced that the work that brought us here is the only way to get back to playing in a World Cup final. For me, there's the reflection on improvement and the pain from the penalty mistake. These are situations in our profession, but we will never be satisfied with them. Thank you, nation, teammates, coaches, and all Flamengo staff. 2025 will continue to be a wonderful year and will undoubtedly be on the main pages of Flamengo's history. PEDRO, thank you for everything, real kid. Paris Saint-Germain posted congratulations for the excellent season. Flamengo, it was a great final. It was Paris Saint-Germain also surrendering to Flamengo. We had a lot of people posting that they made history and everything. And Arrascaeta commented, today we end our 2025 year with a lot of gratitude and stronger than ever. Just thankful for the support from the nation throughout the whole year. Today we nearly got the world back, but it wasn't enough. Keep your head up and move on. Nothing can pay for the great 2025 of Clube de Regatas do Flamengo. I want to thank you. They believed in the club's task of many strategies. Tiernetaria, the municipal program was, and we also have some important information to share with you. Take a look. Flamengo is among the 5 finalists for the Best Men's Football Club Award at the Globe Soccer Awards. What an honor, man. Flamengo is one of the 5 finalists for the Best Men's Football Club Award. That's cool. Flamengo is competing for the title against Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona, Chelsea, and Liverpool. And Flamengo is the only South American team, the only Brazilian team against the other 4. The winner will be announced on December 28th in Dubai. Flamengo's strong participation was decisive in the voting, reinforcing the club's international relevance. So Flamengo is in the top 5, right? At the Globe Soccer Awards, Flamengo ranked in the top 5, making it one of the world's biggest clubs. That's indescribable and priceless. Let the guy joke around. He lost a final to the best team in the world on penalties. Let them joke, guys. Let them joke, because we're in a really good place. Well, for us to wrap up, here's the most important information of the day. We brought this exclusive. Filipe, Luis, and Boto traveled together to Europe on the same plane, talking and everything. The football director then traveled to Europe together with coach Filipe Luis. Information here from the Paparazzo Rubro-Negro channel. Boto is already in Portugal and Filipe went to Spain. Although they spent time together traveling to Europe, Filipe Luis's contract renewal remains in the hands of President Luis Eduardo Batista, known as BAP. So Boto traveled with him, they talked, they spent some time together. Luis Eduardo Batista will decide the renewal issue in the coming days. BAP, who has already met with Pedro, still in Doha, so that's how everything should be. When BAP arrives in Brazil, the Flamengo team is on their way to Brazil. They arrive at 10 p.m. in Brazil. Tomorrow, BAP should prepare the contract, send it to Filipe. Luis will take care of it. He'll also handle Boto's contract, and everything will be sorted out, so it's certain that everything will work out. We had some other transfer market situations here to share with you. Yesterday, there was some transfer market news that came out. Many are upset about Boto's statement. Another year here and he'll be ready for Europe. I saw Mauro Cesar, people saying that Flamengo isn't here to prepare coaches for Europe. Flamengo has to keep the coach as long as they can, prepare the coach for themselves. And I agree with that. Flamengo doesn't have to prepare the coach, have a better coach, and think he's ready for European football. No. The Flamengo coach must be ready for Flamengo, not European football. I completely agree. Thinking that the coach is standing out and that in the future he's going to European football, that's crazy. Same thing. You're training a player in the youth academy already thinking about selling him. No, you have to train him in the academy thinking about using him, then selling. That's a whole different story, right? Is it? I'm also here with some other details to share with you, which I'm trying to remember right now. Only you who are here, look, in the interview, were in a newspaper there yesterday. Paris Saint-Germain and Flamengo, the two finalists of the Club World Cup, both have Portuguese people in charge of their football departments, okay? They shared similarities beyond just the final, mainly regarding the legs. José Boto, Flamengo's technical director, and Luis Campos, Paris Saint-Germain consultant and former sporting director, laid two world football giants. In other words, they're Portuguese, okay? Both Portuguese achieved national and continental success this season and are fighting or fought for the world title, but it went to the Portuguese. Penalty kicks. So fantastic work from both of them, okay? With A, E, and 1. So bringing a lot of information for you all. We're always keeping an eye on the soccer transfer market. Any news that comes out, we'll bring it to you. I want to thank all the viewers and remind you that you can also place your bet. Play responsibly. It's for 18 plus and for entertainment, not investment. But I won those who bet on the game going to penalties. I failed. My tip yesterday was that the game would go to penalties, right? I've already won. You've won too. I failed. So go ahead. Game tied in regular time and game going to penalties. I told you Flamengo would win on penalties. If you listened and expected penalties, you would have been right. Just reminding you, there's a link in our profile on Instagram, in the bio, in the stories, and also in the highlights for you to take advantage of. All right, we're together. A big hug. Greetings, Paparazzo Rubro-Negro. This is Flamengo, all right?